Hey folks, the week has begun. Let's go to CSS Battle Dev and do today's daily target, as we do pretty much every day. Oh, we got squares. We could do it with 3 elements for sure. What would it be if we did it with 3 elements? I think I find myself wanting to do what, a display flex type thing. Let's see what that looks like. Display flex. And what if we make them all, we put this background color and then we do the border, and then what's the measure of that border width? 30 pixels, it would be 53-ish to 72-ish, that's 20 pixels, 20 pixels solid. Plunk, like that. And then we do a width, 30, let's say. Great, and then we'll do 3 of them. 1, 2, 3. Let's put the light color on the body. Let's move these margins. No, we'll keep the margin. What I want to do actually is 20, 20, 30, 40, 50, 55. And then we're going to push it down. So 55 is the side, the 2 sides number. And then the top number is like 100 or something. 100, 120, 30, 40, 42, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39. All right, we have made a box. Let's make the height 30 since they're squares. Great. Let's give it a gap. 10 pixels, 20, 30, 40, whatever it takes to get to there. And then strictly speaking, we make the middle one a little bigger, and oh, we can't use scale, can we? Haha. I was thinking, oh, we could scale it up. Scale it, we gotta say 2, make it 2, 3, 2, 3. And then if we give it a transform origin at 50%, 100%, maybe we can kind of make it work, kind of. Is it 2? 0.1, 0.2, 0.1, 1, 2, 3, 4. That sort of works. And then if I tweak the border width to be like 10Q or something, oh, then that changes the whole calculus, doesn't it? Unless I did box sizing, border box, and change that 2, 3. Oh, then that changes everything. Changes every little thing. That makes everything smaller. That means I need to make the width and height 50 and 50. 60 and 60. No, 70 and 70. All right, I'm gonna submit that. I think that might do it, which is pretty funny. Yeah, it's 99.8%. So yeah, it's no good. So all that's wrong. Do I want to do flex then? No, I don't. This technique of the scale is just no good. It's just no good. And we change the border box sizing. We go back to 30 and 30. And then I think we have no gap. And then B, we make taller. Height 100. Width 100. Or 110. And then I guess we need to do a transform or translate 0 minus 100 pixels or something. Minus 60, 70, 80. Yeah, that does it fine. And we submit. That's a shape. Yeah, that's a shape. So no, not great, really. Not really, strictly speaking. But let's minify and unit replace, and we'll see how good a score that is. Even though, it's kind of on the lazy side, I would say. All right, so that's actually a pretty good score. But what happens if we do a nested template? So we use HTML and body element. So let's, the first thing to do there is we're going to change these 40, 50, 60, 70, 55, 66, 67, and then a little less here, 5, 45, 46, 47. Great. All right, and then the pieces of this are conic gradient, probably conic So what's the easiest way to do that? I'm going to start with the dark blue. And transparent. And then put it in what? 0, 0. Give it a width. 20. I gotta get that, the main one to line up. So 200 wide, 210, 20, 220, and then the height is 100%, and the at value needs to be at 100 pixels, 50, 40 pixels, comma, 60, 70, and then lower, probably 70, or 60, 70, 80. That's our first step. And then we need the squares, and I think we need 2 different gradients probably. And that's kind of a bummer. Now we can actually use what I was describing. We could, it's going to change the shape of a whole bunch of things. We could do a paragraph, 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 and then scale the middle one, but I think we kind of stick with what I was saying, which will be another conic gradient. Conic. Which will be transparent, 75% around. And then this light color, 0. And actually, we're going to use that twice. So I'm going to stash that into this little couplet here. So just into a variable. But we don't know that it'll work yet, so we got to see first. All right, so we put it in the variable. We got a conic gradient. We got an extra semicolon we got to get rid of. We need an at value at 40 pixels, 40 pixels. There's our little square. Oh, is it? And it's actually 30, 30, isn't it? 0. Actually, 30 pixels over, 100 pixels down, maybe 20 pixels over. And then we need to give it a width, 100 pixels, 20. There's the first one. And then we'll do another one. Great. Which is going to be awfully similar with a different at value at 100 pixels, 100 pixels. And var, here's what we'll do, our var g, comma, and there it is. Oh, and it's like 110. That looks right. 100 pixels over, maybe 10 pixels down, maybe it's 90 pixels over, maybe it's 20 pixels down, and there it is. And we submit that. We have some small optimizations on this solution, which is fine. Minify, unit replace. So that's body element constrained by margins, and then 3 instances of a gradient to get the same shape. Not as terse. I do notice that some of the variables condense down to a PC unit, which is kind of fun. Is that the final? yeah, I guess that's it. And so our best solution is this solution. So the fact that it's got this kind of weird translate in it and using display flex, like it's all pretty goofy, but it's a fun one. And here comes the week. Let's have a good week. Here in the United States, we got Thanksgiving week coming up, so a lot of people have the days off, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Wherever you are, whether you're working or not, whatever you're up to, have a great day. Be good to yourself, be good to others, and go make a webpage. See you tomorrow. Bye.